So I wanted to basically, end this speech with a couple of rules of life that I like to live by. So I'm going to start off with the first one here. Rule number 1, compounding interest. Use it to your advantage. I'm not talking about compounding interest like a savings account, which is cool too. I'm talking about compounding interest in health and in relationships. People don't realize, but disease is integral. It happens over time. If you make conscious choices now, 1% over 1% compounds into like 1,000,000% or something like that. I'm not really good at math. Oh, rule number 0. Rule number 0. This is my favorite one. And pardon my French for a second. Rule number 0. Don't be a dick. Don't be a pussy either, though. I'm serious. Like, follow the middle path. Like, there's just way too many dicks out there. Like, just fucking be cool and be yourself, and like, don't try to harm other people or bring other people down. We're all living on this planet. Like, you might as well be peaceful with everyone, right? Rule number 2. Delayed gratification is the tantra of life. And what I mean by that is, let's say you want to go on a vacation, and then you book it the next day. It's like you're not looking forward to something if you're going on vacation. Like, you need to like book it like 6 months in advance so that you can like look forward to something. It's tantric. Rule number 3. I think this one's really important, and I learned this recently. Distinguish pain from suffering. Pain is normal. Suffering can be normal, but you shouldn't like dwell on it. And what I mean by pain is, pain happens when you run a marathon, or when you do a very tough, mental challenge, or you try to, compete in Austin's Fittest, or like a bodybuilding competition or something like that. Suffering is different. I think suffering is long-term pain without growth. If you're not growing, you're probably suffering, because it's kind of a dichotomy. If you're not growing, you're probably shrinking. So if you feel like that, come talk to me. I can help you with that. Rule number 4. This is actually my favorite. I lied. The other ones are okay, but this one's cool. There is a way to be less stressed in life. People think that you have to remove stressors in order to live a stress-free life. I fucking disagree with that. I think you should increase your stress tolerance. Go out there and do shit that scares you. I'm serious. Like, go out there and jump out of a plane. Exposure is what causes us to fight our fears. If you're just gonna sit there and be scared all the time, you're not gonna fight your fear. Go out there and do it. The only way to fight fear is to go in that direction. The obstacle is the way. You can also increase your fear, stress, and bullshit tolerance too. And what I mean by that is, if someone's bullshitting you, don't get mad at them or try to avoid them. Just increase your bullshit tolerance. You should be okay talking to anyone. You shouldn't be avoidant if you're trying to talk to someone. Everyone has a different personality. You might as well be a well-rounded person. Rule number 5. This is one of my biggest motivators. Life is shorter than you think. It really is. Look at us. We're in our mid-20s, late 20s. Look how quickly life has gone by. I go on Facebook and I see people from high school. It's holy shit, when did we get so old? My 10-year anniversary is next year for high school. Life is so fucking short. Live it right now. Not tomorrow, right now. Rule number 6 is a little controversial, but I think it's still important to talk about. I think that you should be generally happy in life. And I don't mean happy in the sense that, I'm always so giddy, running around Whole Foods in a chicken outfit, What I mean is, happiness is constant removal. Happiness to me is removing things that no longer serve you and constantly doing it. It's wanting what you already have. I think absence is the absence of desire. You should want what you already have. And if you're not, come talk to me, I'll help you with that. Rule number 7. So this is a big one because it's really important in business and in just relationships. Instead of listening to someone when they're talking about something, listen to them when they're making actions. People are a lot more truthful with their actions than with their words. And if you don't know what that means, go watch someone and see if they're true to their word or not. Because a lot of people aren't, including myself. I try to be though. I'm trying. Rule number 8. Sorry, I have 30 more rules if you guys don't mind. I'm just kidding. So This one's really important. Just sit down for this one. So everything comes back to a fear. I'm going to repeat that. Everything comes back to a fear of death. If you're not afraid to die, why not live your best life? Like the fear of rejection, or the fear of abandonment, or the fear of doing what you love, it all comes back to a fear of death. For example, fear of abandonment. If you're afraid of getting abandoned, that might mean that you might not be able to find other people and you might just die right on the spot because you're not in that community of people. Everything comes back to a fear of death. So you might as well not be afraid to die because you can die at any moment. Use it as a motivator, guys. Rule number 9, and I know that this is also controversial, but like, let's think about this. Always be optimistic. And I know that sounds weird or cliche or whatever, but life, again, is so short, guys. Like, you should be so grateful for any experience. If you have stage 4 glioblastoma cancer, be grateful for being able to experience that. Like, life can suck, but can also be the best time of your life. And in order to be a human, you have to be able to go through the slew of emotions. You have to be able to feel pain, go through a divorce, and struggle, and all this shit. You should be grateful for all of it. And be patient, too, when you're going through something negative. Always be optimistic. Alright, one more rule, and then I'm done, okay? So the last rule is a little bit kind of Buddhist. And the rule is everything will change, including my rules. Like, these are 9 rules that I just came up with like yesterday, you know, like I locked myself in a room for 12 hours and I just wrote it down. But you have to understand that everything will change. Like, nothing will ever be the same, and you have to be so okay with things changing that whatever comes your way, you should be okay with. And it's really the thing that I hold true to myself, which is the universal law of nature, that everything will change. And if I can accept that and embody that and embrace that, that's what is true liberation, because nothing in life is constant. So to end, another shameless plug, but the reason I'm working on chicken is because I think that authenticity and competition cannot coexist. If you're being yourself, how can someone compete with you? How can someone compete with Trump or with CJ clapping his hands? Be you. There's nobody else that you should look up to but yourself. Like, I've been a brown noser for my whole life, and I realized that fuck trying to chase fame and like all these famous people. I'm famous in my heart. That being said, thank you guys for coming out, and I appreciate each and every one of you. We're all interconnected in our own way. Think of like a cup of coffee, like the roasters that roast the coffee, and the cup makers, and the people that transport the coffee, and the water that goes into making the coffee. And the thought of me thinking about coffee, I don't drink coffee. I can't handle it. I just go crazy. Like, we're all interconnected, guys. And like, yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.